Time to let it go. Yeah, we about to talk about T.O., who I just was hanging with, playing some pickleball with last week. My dog, still in insane shape, still T.O. to the fullest, still the best wide receiver in NFL history. Yep, and that's said with respect to Jerry Rice, with respect to Randy Moss. T.O. can run every route and did run every route. I'm just telling you what the D coordinators told us, and we found out on the field. We was like, God dang, T.O. a whole lot. Point being, T.O. is in a position where friends around him want him to let it go. Y'all don't believe me? They talking to T.O. Listen to this.
So let me get this right. He last played in 2010. Nobody called in 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So now they're going to call in 2024. T.O., bro, I love you to death, bro, but give this up.
Nah.
It's over.
It's over when the fat lady sing. When the fat lady sing,
It is over.
that's when it's over.
She's 700 pounds.
Even a 50-year-old Terrell Owens can go out there and be productive in today's game. I will die on that hill. You think there are 160 players better than T.O. right now?
At the age of 50, yes.
Man, shit. Hey, you remember The Wire? Remember dude from The Wire? Shit. Man, you tripping, man.
All right, let's get into this right here because, look, should T.O. let it go? No. Think about it. All right, when we usually say let it go, it's because we don't want this to get in the way of what else you can do, what else you can become. Like, you got to move on, get a new career, etc. But in this case, T.O. working out like he does, looking insane like he still does, what does he have to let go? Let go of the regimen. Let go of the discipline, T.O. Let go of thinking that you're going to make it to the NFL again. All right, if I do, then what do I do? The same thing. This is different. This ain't no 22-year-old. The NFL ain't calling. And you're like, all right, you going to go back to school? You going to get yourself a job? What you going to do? T.O. is a Hall of Famer. He is going to get paid a certain amount of money every single year because he's on the circuit. So if you guys don't know the circuit, these Hall of Famers, once you become a Yellow Jacket member, you are signing autographs everywhere. Don't believe me? Go to Vegas and don't go on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Go on a Wednesday and just go down to Caesar's Palace and see Joe Montana over there doing this, right? They get paid a certain amount, a few $100,000, let's just say that. I don't know the exact number, but for T.O., it's probably gonna be a little lower because one, the way he got into the Hall of Fame, the third ballot, he was upset validly, but still, they disrespected T.O., so T.O. disrespected them back, and that's how that went. So maybe there ain't a lot of love internally for him, and they may not try to get him out there as much as others, but he's still getting his. He came over here, and the Tesla looked nice. It's nicer than my Tesla, let's just say that. Maybe not. No. Mine is simple. His is a little more deluxe. Let's just say that. Right? So, T.O., why give it up? The statement, the mantra is ball till you fall. Everybody in the NFL knows ball till you fall. And T.O., even though he ain't going to get back in the league, I say that, he is not playing in the NFL again. But it's not because he got to let it go, because they been let it go. They let it go on T.O. They're not letting him back in there. No way. They like, woo, he was tough enough to deal with when he was out there Hall of Faming. Now he's just gonna be a damn good player or a good player or a all right player, whatever level player, he ain't gonna be that old T.O. We know that. And we still gonna have to deal with him? They ain't letting him back in. I know that. So do you have to let it go because they let it go? Ever been in that relationship? I know I have. What? You don't want to be with me no more? Let me get on my best behavior. Let me try and get you back. T.O., nothing T.O. could do could get this thing going again. Nothing he could do is gonna make him impress the NFL. Nothing he gonna do is gonna get him back into that league, right? He ain't getting her back. But does he have to let it go? I don't know what let it go really means, Shannon. T.O. works out, T.O. disciplined. T.O. ain't walking around here saying I'm going back to the league, but T.O. he putting all his eggs in the basket just in case they want eggs that day, right? That's the only thing I see from T.O. So the other thing that's funny is Chad brought up a great point. Because I always say, if I'm better than the worst, let me in. So there's 32 teams, 5 receivers on every team. Usually more than that, actually, because somebody gets hurt. So let's say they keep 6. That's 192. Golly, TOA 192? Ooh, y'all lying to yourselves. Trust me, I know young receivers. Trust me, I know how they go. Number 193 is T.O., or is he 1 through 192? He's somewhere in there. But that ain't never the NFL. That's not pro sports. That's not what the league is about. People need to stop that. Because that's what people who don't make it think, oh man, I could have been in the league. No, you couldn't have, because you would have been. You know why you didn't make it in the league? Because it ain't a pure measure of just talent, ability. It's not. They don't say, okay, we want the top 192 receivers on the planet. Go find them. They don't do that. You know what they say? All right, who's here? Okay. Ooh, he's good. He qualifies physically. Let's talk to him. Okay, a little off-putting. All right, but he's that good, so we can deal with that. All right, let's go into his background. Let's go into his family life. Let's go do some investigations. Let's see what kind of person he is. They wouldn't do anything else but look at film and combine if it was just about number 1 through 192. They never would, right? So that lets you know. You probably didn't make it because either A, you didn't qualify physically, B, you didn't qualify in terms of your life and your character. So if you barely qualify physically, woo, your intangibles better be off the chart. Because if you barely qualify physically and you got some issues, yeah, man, I went to JUCO because, I got caught up in high school and then you got to the 4-year school and didn't finish, and you had some issues with coach. And what you run? You're a receiver. What you run? 4.7? Oh, no, I run a 4.6. It was a slow surface. Okay. That's the point. So I disagree with Shannon in this case. And I know Shannon is right 99.9% of the time. Tell these kids when it's time to go, stop. Why? Because this morphs into other conversations. This is my last point. Everybody always like, where the black coaches at and all this kind of stuff. I tell you, one thing that people don't respect enough is that generally, when it comes to coaching, the white player gets in that line earlier than the black player. That's just had to let y'all know that. Because everybody talking, where the black coach, they're like, dog, that line, if you had to go where, I'm talking about GA level. I'm talking about grad assistant. It's a lot more white dudes in that line than black dudes. Now, why is that? I think really it is the belief in your talents. Like, there's more real with it. White guys be like, man, I can't do it. Brother be like, I can do it. I'm like, no, you can't. Yeah, I can. Just the culture tells you I'm more athletic. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's the stereotype for real. So that's part of it. But the other part of it is, like, that whole network looks different if you're a black person, right? It looks a little more distant. Oh, I know him. Well, I know him, but he ain't a head coach. So then how many head coaches are white? Think about this. This is the other part of it. To racialize it, make it racial. If you're a black wannabe coach, the power that comes down is only like what? A few of them, Tomlin, et cetera, right? But then if you're white, then that's a whole different network, right? So you got a greater chance to be connected to, right? So that's how it goes. So that's why you always tell a kid, hey man, let it go. Because you're like, you better hurry up and get in that line if you're gonna coach. And that's not just coaching, any other occupation. Get in that line. That's why they say. But then they also say, like T.O., ball till you fall, brother, ball till you fall.